At the edge of a quiet, sun-dappled cemetery stood an old tombstone named Timmy. He wasn't large or fancy, just a small gray stone with soft edges and moss growing along his sides. But Timmy held something precious, the memory of a kind man named Elias Gray, who had lived over 100 years ago. Elias wasn't famous or rich, but he was known for being kind to everyone, feeding stray animals, helping neighbors, and always lending a hand without expecting anything in return. Timmy had stood over Elias's resting place for decades. He watched the seasons change, the falling leaves, the blooming flowers, the quiet snow. And though fewer and fewer people visited over the years, Timmy stood tall, whispering Elias's story to the wind, hoping it wouldn't be forgotten. One autumn afternoon, a little boy named Charlie wandered into the cemetery with his grandmother. "Why do we visit old stones, Grandma?" Charlie asked. His grandmother smiled softly. "Each one has a story, a life worth remembering." They stopped in front of Timmy. The grandmother brushed the leaves away and read the inscription aloud. "Elias Gray, a man of quiet kindness." Charlie looked curious. Was he a hero? "In a way," she said. "Not the kind you read in books. But he once gave my grandfather a warm coat when he had none. And he used to help sick neighbors without being asked." Timmy's stone warmed with pride. Someone still remembered. That night, as stars glowed gently above, Timmy felt a change. A small crowd returned, Charlie, his grandmother, and others who had heard the story. They brought flowers. They cleaned the moss. One even placed a tiny note, "Kindness never dies." Timmy realized then that his job wasn't just to mark a place. His purpose was to keep Elias's kindness alive, to remind the world that small acts could ripple through generations. And though he couldn't speak or move, Timmy stood stronger than ever, telling a silent but powerful story to all who passed by. That even after we're gone, the good we do remains, and someone, somewhere, will remember.